A fragile peace this morning. A quiet peace this morning.
If I may, my lord. Glooming.
A glooming peace this morning with it brings. The sun, for sorrow, will not show his head. Go hence to have more talk of these sad things. Some shall be pardoned, and some punished.
Thy words are a comfort, my lord, and shall be received as such by your people. But what of these pardons, and what of the punished?
I have pardoned the friar, for his crime was of loving intent, though with fate usurping his cause. But had the apothecary not broken our laws with his selling of poison, Romeo's lips would be untainted still, and these loves would likely have had at least hope of seeing sunrise. Fetch me now this apothecary. Saw him I did in the crowd with long face and skeletal form. An easy catch for you, but make haste. I want his bones in a cold cell before the rising of the moon. The selling of poison is punishable by death, and though my mercy is thin, I shall keep him alive till such time as I decide his fate. Gravedigger, my eyes are playing their deceptive tricks once again. I fear I cannot trust that which I see before me.
Fear not, old man. I know thy affliction, and shall not mock thee for it. Thy appearance, however, is quite worthy of mockery, with thy winged lobes clinging to such a classically equestrian adornment.
Let thy mockery turn to its own adornments, lest the tide washes in for thy pugnacious maw.
Ooh, a glint of light hath brought my eyes to your ring. I've seen this before, have I not? Tell me, apothecary, what poison doth it conceal?
'Tis not poison in the ring, Gravedigger. 'Tis only unfortunate truth, quickly dispatched.
Oh, so it is poison, then?
Well, to those of us who art fortune's fool.
I know neither fortune nor fools, save you.
True enough. 'Twas a fool indeed who sold death to young Romeo.
For fortune?
Aye. Romeo paid me 40 ducats for a single dose of poison. None of it have I spent.
40 ducats for as poor a man as you with no knowledge of intent? I say spend, spend, spend. Feast, fatten, flirt, philanthropy.
Hadst thou no shame, Gravedigger?
Bodies, dear sir, are my business. Judge not. Should my professional admiration for the warm feminine type be greater than those colder ones of my toiling hours moving dirt? Alas, old man, let us conspire to break out of these chains and meet our better fate. Thy days are growing short, and yours is not a grave I wish to dig.
I'm here to speak with the apothecary, and briefly at that. Which of these cells is his? This one, you say? You must be mistaken. The candlelight doth have nothing to cast a shadow with. Oh. So it is. Apothecary, I must speak with thee. 3 full moons have passed since last I saw you. In such time, my people's sadness has ceased to fade. Grief lingers as a fog, whereas no sun proves hot enough to melt. The feuding families have been at peace, their mutual pain uniting them in a solemn truce. And while there is calm, it is a great space between calm and content. It is for this reason I shall be hosting a masquerade with dance and drink, a few hours to welcome these families and share in a bit of much-needed healing. Which brings me, talented apothecary, to you. Your misdeed with Romeo, unlawful as it were, may be granted my pardon if, in return, your expertise may be lent. Didst thou hear me? I'm proposing your freedom for a token. A small thing, really, a simple tonic to raise the spirit. Might such a recipe exist within you to serve this need and earn your pardon? Yes? Excellent. I shall send details to your shop. Farewell, apothecary. Call on my doctor. See that this man is brought to some form of life so that he may return to his curious shop and work again. A masquerade awaits his magic. The prince, generous enough to lend me his doctors and revive my constitution, yet not enough to protect his investment by lending a horse for my safe passage home. Alas, I shall make my company with the trees. May my own crooked limbs hobble me to safety before the morn. What ghostly feeling is this? What cold spirit descends upon me?
Romeo.
Impossible. Romeo is dead, and in life looked nothing of this.
I am not the Romeo of flesh and sinew that lived. I am the Romeo that bores into thy mind, the visage of death and betrayal that thou knowest, just as I do.
Why dost thou haunt me?
I must call once again on your services.
No alchemy can save you from your ghostly fate.
Tell me, apothecary, how much did I pay you?
'Twas 40 ducats. Would I e'er give it back to have thee breathing again?
40 ducats? For so little poison? Hadst thou no credit left from such a generous investment?
I know not what you mean.
I come to you, apothecary, to avenge my losses and cure vile Verona of her spoiled breath, which drove my love and I to worms' food. Surely your talents outlive me.
I cannot.
You've sold death countless times in tainted bottles and rings of secret poison hid.
I cannot. I will not.
Conjure me a vile potion of fair justice, apothecary.
Such revenge would serve nothing.
You shall not refuse me. My wish lives now in thy heart. Find its way to action, or visit you again I shall, with darker company.
Oh, Romeo, I should eat the powder from this ring, and be rid of thee and thy sinful quest.
As thou art so blind and stubborn, I've had these made for you. Now thy work may be done without such silly squinting. 'Tis merely a token of my love.
What?
I have news. I must speak with thee.
Go away. I'm working.
I shall come in regardless. What art thou toiling over?
I've just finished a wonderful potion for the prince's masquerade tonight.
Ooh, I love masquerades. I shall go.
You shall not.
Who art thou to stop me? I shall be your guest.
I am not going. By order of the prince. He rightly believes that should the Montagues and Capulets set their eyes upon me, my presence would cause great unease. Also, the news of my release from prison is yet to be announced.
Who then shall deliver the potion?
I've commissioned the service of a fellow apothecary to deliver and serve the potion's festive goodness to all in attendance. What news, Gravedigger, brings your disruption to my afternoon?
Oh, yes. Your cherished porcini mushrooms have sprouted nearest the grave of the old falconer. I'll tend to your shop whilst you collect them. Oh, mind the bird on the tombstone. Poor thing is most irritable in its grief.
Sad for the bird, but the fungi calls. Don't touch anything. Thou art a clumsy fool on a good day.
Greetings, fair Gwendolen. As I have a masquerade to prepare for, might I request thy hand in a dance? Oh, darling, don't let my reputation stop you from a good time. Oops. Oh dear. I shall clean this up.
Apothecary, why such haste?
What have you done? What have you done?
I have done nothing, nor is there more to do other than bestow my greatest thanks upon thee.
Thanks? For what? I have no time for this. I know a remedy for the poison drunk this eve, and prove my innocence I shall thereafter. Now, let me pass.
No. Should you truly wish to bid me farewell, then open that ring on your hand and eat its contents.
What? What do you know of this?
Thou art twisted, Apothecary. Open thy ring. Be free of your guilt.
My guilt serves me. Know you not such service?
Guilt? For me, no. For my family and the others who fought in our streets and spilled blood, that guilt tonight was shed in their suffering, thanks to you. Were you not ever touched by the feuding families?
Know you that I was?
I do not recall. Or do I? Details escape this ghostly memory. Oh. Your wife.
My wife, providing aid to your kinsman, fell to a poorly aimed sword. But in my arms, she made me swear forgiveness.
I proclaimed in life that sharp misery hath worn you to the bones. Free thyself of it, and free thyself of me. Bite thy ring open. Guards are too quickly approaching, and their solution spills blood.
My fate is sealed. Forgive me, Romeo, for my part in your demise. Though this vision frightens my core, I shall remember thy true self in youth. I take my leave of thee.
As you live, thy debt to me is not fully paid. Take thy leave, yet we shall meet once more.
Get thee to the banquet. 2 drops on each tongue to revive our fallen friends. Less than an hour's chance is left for them. Get thee with haste, for without this they shall all perish.
Like not, soldiers are soon hither for a pound of thy flesh.
Worry not of me. Verona lies in writhing agony on the kingdom's floor. I know not how such a thing could happen, as my potion was one of such a peaceful and loving state. Begone, thy service to me and Verona herself is rewarded thus.
Romeo's purse? 40 ducats. 'Tis a fortune for your future, not mine.
Thou hadst been kind to me since ever my wife did pass, all those years ago. I insist. Feast, fatten, flirt, philanthropy. Thou art the best of my heart. Make haste.
When we arrive to the old man's home, we shall bar the door and burn it down. Should anything escape the flames, use thy dullest dagger to finish it. Let no creature from his vile den see life beyond this eve. Ash and bones, men. Let us bring our fair prince bags of ash and bones.
I feel different. 'Tis the poison from my ring.
Not poison, friend. 'Tis only unfortunate truth, quickly dispatched.
Gravedigger, shouldn't you be delivering the antidote?
I couldn't possibly, old man. It's still in your cloak.
Oh, yes. Oh, so it is. Romeo?
Here as always, Apothecary.
In life thou said the world was not my friend, nor the world's law. Isn't that what you said?
It is, Apothecary.
Thy words were wise, young man. Thou knowest, I've suffered such pain and poverty.
Thou shalt pay for thy will, Apothecary, not thy poverty. Truth was never farther than the medicine in thy ring, yet you abstained, willingly, to take the poison in thy mind and gain revenge for the death of your wife.
Gwendolen, how she loved to dance. See you not what I've done? I've purged Verona of the poison that was your useless lot. Your foul families spilled blood for sport any given day.